Hello viewers, today I'm going to be talking about the 2018 Ural. This model is the gear up model. It's got two-wheel drive. I'm going to show you the capabilities and what I like and what I don't like about the bike. So this is my 1 year, 1,000 mile review. This particular model, this is the basic. There was some options added like the windscreens, but I mean it comes with these basic pipes. I don't like them because they are too low to the ground if I want to do off-roading. I've gone through grass and I can hear them scraping along the bottom. I just wish it was a little bit higher. If you guys go camping, this bike can hold a lot. I feel really good riding this bike. It feels real sturdy and real stable. This bike can carry a whole lot of weight. It can carry a lot of items. If you're going to go camping with this, don't worry about space. You're going to have plenty. So here I got a sleeping bag. You can open this up and there's room for some food items. I got a pan, food, there's a tent, there's a bedroll, and a whole gallon of water. So this bike can carry the weight, can carry stuff. There's a lot more room in this too. This is just some of the items that I would take camping with me. Terry's riding with me and we're gonna go camping. We can go all the way in the front there with a bag. Or what did you carry up there? You carried a bag before with that?
I carried a bag and actually several things. There's a lot of room in the front, in the back there, where you can easily put stuff and still be comfortable with your legs.
Yeah, very comfortable. Cushion.
I bought a cushion.
It's a washable cushion. It can just unzip.
It's actually a purple. It's a purple, so it's not really washable, but it really takes absorbs the shock.
Yeah, it's pretty bumpy back here.
It's
and then
really much.
Sometimes on long trips you'll take a pillow and you put it back there.
Yeah.
It does have an outlet right here, so we can actually plug in a phone, or it's got the DC outlet, so we can do some DC plugins. It's got a phone charger and all that. The mats are easy to wash. You just pull them out.
Yeah.
I do like the under seat storage. We do have quite a bit of stuff down here. We got the tool kit. I got some tissue because Terry uses tissue every so often. Instead of a pump, I use an inflator. It just holds it. All I do is turn it around, and it's just a CO2 cartridge. And then I got some a patch kit and a couple of gloves in there. There's a seat belt also, but we don't really use a seat belt.
I think if we traveled a long distance on the highway, I would use this.
The seat belt, yeah, on the highway, yeah. I would say that would be a good idea. When I got it, I bought this used, so it's a 2018. And at low speeds, it idles weirdly. It idles, it sputters, it you know, any low idle, when I ease off the gas and it comes down to a nice little idle, it just, for some reason, it sputters. So I checked my fuel lines. They're good. Fuel filters are good. I checked all that. I cleaned out the fuel filter in the tank because there's two fuel filters. That didn't solve the problem, so I went with premium gas, and that did fix it up a little bit, but it still does it not enough. So I don't know if that's just a Ural thing or whatever it might be.
2018.
But it doesn't bother me that much. But I have to put premium in this bike. We have a nice grab bar, and I love it because I can move the bike all over, and you can see right now it wants to come this way. So it's easy to pull. I love the sturdiness. This is super strong. So actually you can actually tie some stuff up here, a blanket, a bedroll. You can actually tie something to the front because it's like steel. It's like solid steel. The light's not bad. It's not LED, but it still is bright enough for me. And then the headlights over there, those things I can turn on also. They're right here, Terry. Watch. Come on, real bright.
Yep, came on.
Now the parking brake never really worked for me. I don't really know why there's even a parking brake here. You know, you do this and you have to constantly adjust the parking brake, and it's never really worked well for me. So instead, what I do, I'll use my reverse and I'll just shift it down and backward, and now it's like a parking brake. So So all I do is just reverse it, put it in the reverse gear. Don't even have to have the engine running. And now it's good. It's in a parking brake. That's a better parking brake. And then when I want to drive it, I just shift it back into neutral. Now I like the tank compartment, although it does take away a half gallon of gas. I like it because it stores extra little items and stuff. I can put a lot of things in here. In fact, this thing I found on the ground. We need to take that back home. But I leave my papers, a couple of fuses in here. Some you can put a phone in there. You can put quite a bit in this. The bike only came with a one key for this, and I wanted 2 keys. I don't want to lose a key. So what I had to do is I had to buy like a little post office box lock, and I stuck it in there instead. So now I got 2 keys for this, and it's sturdy. It's on there good. It looks a little odd. It should be black, but I don't mind. It's not bad. And I don't lock this. I just leave it so that you can undo it real quick.
That's your gas.
Yeah, no one tampers with gas. It's fine. Nobody here. Now I like these. This model, the previous owner actually put on a pretty nice windscreen, and then they put the one over here too. It does wiggle when I go over bumps. You can see it wiggling. I would have preferred to have a different one, but I mean, it came with the bike, so I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to use it as it is. I like the mirrors. The mirrors are great. This mirror, I shine behind here so I can see vehicles here. And this mirror, I can shine back here and I can see in the left lane. Now I'm 6'2" and 240 pounds, and I can fit in this seat. It feels pretty comfortable. I just hold on for dear life when someone's driving. If this was Terry driving, I'd be...
Oh, you'd need to hold on for dear life.
So I really like the sidecar. Again, it really makes stability really a non-issue. It's just really nice. You kind of got to get used to it. But what I do is I pretend like I'm just driving my ATV down the road, down the highway, at 50-60 miles an hour, because it's not going to turn and you can't lean. You're supposed to lean in the turns, so I'm going, you lean, you go right, you lean right. It does feel kind of weird though. If you're used to motorcycle riding and you like to lean in the turns like that, this bike is not for you. I can hit about 75 miles an hour downhill, or maybe behind a tractor trailer. But certainly on the straightaways, it'll do 71, 72 miles an hour. You're not going to be passing a whole lot of people. But I didn't buy this bike to go fast. When I bought this bike that's sputtering, I thought it might be the spark plugs. So I actually changed out the spark plugs to the correct gap. That didn't really solve the issue. This engine has a lot of torque, has a lot of low end torque. Usually when I'm going up a hill or I'm driving along the roads, I'll put it in a low RPM and it'll climb over most anything. I don't really have to use the clutch much. All you do is just let the idle come down, accelerate, and the bike will speed up and go. It does have a nice clean filter. They put a new battery in it. I have kick-started it. It has to be somewhat warm for me to kickstart. It's kind of difficult to kickstart this bike, but you can do it. It just doesn't, it's not an easy task to do right away. It doesn't just kick over. It has to be somewhat warm to kick over easily. Now this model is the 2-wheel drive version, and I've used that occasionally, but most of the time I don't really need the 2-wheel drive. It's mainly for mud, for rocks, and for steep hill climbs like I'm going to show you today. The gas can holds 2.5 gallons. It's great because I've ran out of gas before and I've had to open that up and use it. It's kind of a necessity on this bike because it's, again, my tank is only 4.5 gallons, and I don't even think I can use all 4.5. I think it's only 4 I can use, and I keep this half full all the time. Now this is my spare tire. It does have the little sticker on it that says 50 miles an hour or 55 only. It's up here. It's an orange tag on the rim. But most people say you can use this tire on any of the wheels and it can be a permanent wheel. It doesn't have to be up here. Any tire can be up here. And this one is still somewhat new. All right, so Terry, is there anything you really like about this bike?
I like the fact that it pretty much can go anywhere.
Anywhere.
we've literally taken this thing on, I don't know how many dirt roads.
What about that cliff? We had to go down this cliff into the wash, and then we had to climb back up. That was a tough one because we were in two-wheel drive, and the bike, when it hit the other side, it kind of swung to one side.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary, but we made it up.
We made it up. This thing will make it up pretty much anything.
It's really reliable as far as I can see. I haven't had any issues with this bike. The brakes are very strong. I usually use both brakes at the same time. The front ones aren't as strong as the back ones. The back ones, the way it grips, it's a lot more strength in the back. So we are going to do some hill climbing. We're going to climb up that sand hill right there. We're also going to crawl over some rocks. We're going to take a little ride in a little moment, and we're going to show you what this bike can accomplish just out in the off-roading terrain.
Yeah,
What's your problem?
Be fun.
So you think we can climb up that mountain right there? Think we can get up that hill? We can try.
If there's a place that would be, no, let's not do it.
All right, well, why don't you get on and start the thing up, and we'll drive over there.
Right.
You don't drive, do you?
I don't drive this, but that's okay because I like my seat here.
You like the seat over there?
I think it's very comfortable.
What about passing trucks?
I added that little pad. It has been comfortable for me.
When it comes down to passing big rigs, what do you think about that? What do you think about passing big rigs? You feel safe or secure?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a vehicle.
I mean, they can see you, right?
Oh, yeah. Although if I'm traveling a long distance, I will use my seatbelt. I would.
Yes, I think it would be a good idea because although you'd want to be ejected rather than get smushed if it rolls.
I don't know.
I'd rather fly off the bike and save myself than stay with the bike and get crushed.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Okay, good thought. All right, so we're gonna do a hill climb, and I have it in two-wheel drive. So we're gonna climb up this hill. I'm gonna go to the top, and I'm gonna come back down the other way. Guess I'm ready. I don't think I can do this in a one-wheel drive motorcycle.
Good luck.
Let's go. So when I had my KLR, and believe me, that thing had so much power. It was a 650. I used to go up this hill too, but I'd have to have a good running start to go up. And then near the top, it would just it'd start bogging down. So I'd have to jump up and down and try to push myself when I get to the top. it wasn't too bad. I mean, the bike was light, but driving on sand with the KLR was scary because I would kind of fishtail and the front tire would sink in. With this bike, driving over sand, you don't even feel it. This was nothing. Driving over this sand is just like driving on asphalt. You don't even feel it, really. I don't think I skidded once up there. Pretty rocky area. Go up this rocks. Climbed it easily. All right, so we tried to get up over here from down the hill and we just got stuck. We came down the hill, I didn't think anything of it, and we came this way.
A lot of sand.
And we were trying to go up this, and it's very deep sand. And I mean, you need four-wheel drive to get through this stuff. But we were trying to go up over here this way to get back to the main road.
But you had it in one-wheel drive when we tried, so
yeah, I had it in one-wheel drive.
It might have made it up.
Now we're in two-wheel drive, but now my exhaust pipes are buried.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to dig myself out from there and get back on. I'm gonna try to reverse up the hill. Right now I can't go anywhere.
We have to dig ourselves out first.
I have to dig that up, and it looks terrible down there.
We have a shovel though.
I got a shovel so I can dig out some of that sand. This side is okay. This side is fine. It's only the bike side that doesn't look so good. So we're gonna go ahead and dig this out and be on our way.
Yep. I'm ready.
So we've never been stuck except right now.
Yeah, this is the first, but then
First
we've
time.
never been buried in sand either. So.
Yeah, we had it in one-wheel drive when I came through here, and that's what
I think
started.
if it was in two, it would have been fine.
I think we would have done
Yeah.
it okay. Yeah, I switched it out because it was easy to drive in. Let's start digging. Let's get that shovel.
Go.
We managed to turn the bike around, and you know, looks like I got somewhat bald tires. It's not the greatest. It's probably another reason why I got stuck. So we're in two-wheel drive, and I'm going to try to go that way. Here. You should kind of worried about this thing tipping over.
Well, you just need to move it out.
All right. I think we did it.
I think we're out.
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay.
We're ready.
You don't think it'll tip over?
Why don't we get a picture? Turn it off.